All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the Akim out there laboring of the hopeful elect that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. And pretty much, I'm going to go into current events, the things that pretty much are taking place in the earth, and pretty much bringing back together that church and state, which, the masses of the people pretty much that, are into Christianity, so-called, like to separate. They like to separate and pretty much ignore the elephant in the room. And this is why when we go into prophecy, these Christians are so-called lost, and this is not the time to being into debates, and crash courses on plantation Christianity 101, and have people to get up to speed on what the hell is going on as far as the basics of the scriptures. All right, pretty much, that's the milk, and the Lord usually guides the men through pretty much that growing period, as far as them desiring the sincere milk, because we already laid the platform down, had Great Millstone, as far as any of these topics, that people would like to go into to learn the basics of scripture, okay, design the sincere milk so that you can grow thereby. And pretty much there's any topic that you can name, all you got to do is type in Great Millstone and then or GMS and type in a title, and you got a plethora of videos that will pretty much hone in on that particular subject. You see, so we're not in the time to be debating, or we're in the time of prophecy. You see, and pretty much we're still continuing to do the Lord's will in the earth. And the Lord is making good on His promise, man. And pretty much here I have here from RT News, going into world news, and pretty much we can see how the Lord is pretty much moving the chess pieces around and controlling the minds of the kings. You see, we're seeing how this thing could go down, in what fashion it could go down. You see, the spirit of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy, and a lot of these other camps out there pretty much don't get into prophecy, man. Okay, this is something that's been lacking from a lot of these camps, man. For one, the spirit of the Lord is not dealing with the head of the congregation, man. And you jakes that's in these various camps, and we do believe that there's some elect amongst them. It's time to have that reckoning, man. Okay, because there's too many things that's going on and not being spoke of. Okay, there's too many things that's going on in the earth that's not being proclaimed upon the housetops. All right, and we're going into pretty much seeing how the nations are pretty much going to hate the whore, man. Okay, which is here Babylon the Great. Okay, because this man right now is doing way too much, man. Okay, he's doing way too much. You've seen how the elections had to have as it panned out, and we're seeing now that the outgoing administration now is pretty much ramping up things, pretty much abroad, as far as our war is concerned. So we're basically in the beginning stages of World War III. Okay, all right. Intercontinental ballistic missiles have pretty much entered into play now. Okay, and the only difference between a ballistic missile and the ICBM is pretty much the nuke is not pretty much put onto the warhead. Okay, but these missiles that are being used do have the range to hit pretty much any target with precision, and this is what has entered into the war right now. But before I get into these articles, man, because everything you see here, you're seeing how pretty much we're at the toes of this whole thing. All right, we're down to that iron, okay, and that murky clay, partly strong and partly weak, and we're seeing how the ringleader, okay, here at Babylon, is pretty much leading their his cohorts, okay, down a slippery slope, So we're saying the time for, and Jake likes to get real simple, as far as not pretty much, being into or observing the sign of the times, man, in the earth, man. Okay, everything is still things as they continue to be, which is folly, man. But I want to hit scripture real quick. This is Isaiah 55 verse 6, and I'm gonna read down a few verses and let's get some understanding. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and let the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. And the doors of repentance are still pretty much open at this point, and men that's still pretty much waking up to this truth. We like to call them the 11th hour Israelites. Ultimately are gonna find their way to the knowledge of this truth, man. Of getting this whole 100% truth. You see, okay, and pretty much, all of this madness that these people are pretty much, men out there having itching ears, and pretty much, people that are is into still being, niggas, and trying to be into this truth, so to speak. 1 foot in the world, 1 foot in this truth, and pretty much straddling the fence, so to speak. Okay, and it's time for men to pretty much stand upon their feet, man, and stand up for truth. Okay, and not be seduced, okay, by men that are pretty much, leading you down to the path of destruction, so to speak, man. Okay, it says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. And pretty much, many are pretty much deceived by their own vain opinion, man. You see, Jake pretty much is walking around like they got everything all figured out, and they have a grasp on what this life is, what you are pretty much on this earth for, man. Jake has all kinds of philosophies on what they're into, man. Okay, but your thoughts are what you have, and pretty much your way of walk in this earth, man, it's not your own walk, man. You see, okay, it's gonna be your way to destruction, or it's gonna be to your way to salvation, man. You see, it says, for as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. And that goes for every living being on the earth, man. Okay, the Lord is stirring up the minds of the kings, man, and they're pretty much doing his bidding, man. Okay, you get remembering that this is pretty much, man, the prelude that's going to lead to our salvation, man. And war has to happen, man. And we're seeing it, man. And it's no more being much of rumors anymore, man. Okay, you're seeing the actually destruction, is at hand. Okay, we're seeing people, okay, being actually destroyed, man. Okay, their lives being destroyed, okay, off of this war, man. And this will be a world's war, and it's gonna take place on different fronts of the earth, man. You see, okay, one front that you see that's going on right now, which pretty much started out as a so-called proxy war, okay, is Ukraine. Okay, that's going to be one main battleground, man. That's already been established, okay, for a few years now, but it has now pretty much accelerated, okay, since now the outgoing administration has actually put their foot on the gas, and they actually now are ramping up, troop support now into the area, okay, you see, all right, and they're being guised as what they want to call peacekeeping troops, which is going to be at a number of in excess of 100,000. But these are actually going to be men that are going to be in combat, man. Okay? We're actually right now, we're seeing videos, man, okay, on social media where you're having Ukrainian soldiers driving around in different cities in the Ukraine and kidnapping men of age, okay? All right? And forcing them to get on the front lines and fight for the country, man. Okay? And the U.S. right now has ultimately lowered the age for, or urging the Ukrainians to lower the age for men to enter into the military, man. Which they want to lower it now to 18 years old, man. Okay? You see? All right? So the Lord is moving these chess pieces around, man, and the war drums are beating, man. Okay? And we got to understand that our power is a man of war, man. Okay? The Lord is all about division, man. Okay? All right? The Lord is going to bring forth destruction, man. Okay? Before he makes right with his people, man. Okay? You see? All right? It says, "For as rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater." And the Lord did everything perfect, man, in its own way, man. Okay? The whole ecosystem. It is what this is really going into, man. Okay? You see? The Lord made things perfect, man. All right? You see? All right? But just show us as this whole cycle of life happens, right? It says, right? "So shall my word that goeth forth from out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." Okay? So just as far as we know, okay, how the rain brings forth, and grow the seed in the earth, all right, to where we're able to grow the fruit to grow, okay, to be harvested and to be eaten by men, okay, all right, basically our daily bread, okay, just as surely as that cycle of life happens, okay, the Lord's word is not going to return unto him void, man. Okay? It's going to accomplish everything that he pleased. Everything that the Lord said is going to happen, it's going to happen, man. Okay? All right? Whether you believe it, accept it or not. Okay? This is only going to be men of faith that's going to be fully invested in the Lord's word, man. You see? Okay? So I want to get a couple of these articles here, of how we're seeing how pretty much that hatred for the whore is going to flare up. Okay? Now, a lot of these stories here are changing by the hour, but I want to get a couple of them. Okay? Let's see here. All right, let's get this one here. Most EU citizens back-breaking from the U.S. Okay? Let's read this article real quick. We're going to go through some of these articles. I'm not going to draw out too much on these articles, though, but we're going to get to the points. You see? All right? It says, a new German survey shows 63% of residents of the bloc want it to go its own way. Okay, and pretty much they want to break away from the EU, man. Okay, it says a majority of residents across 27 EU member states believe the bloc is too dependent on the US and want it to go its own way, a new poll has suggested. Now, this was, Salaka, this was a German based survey, but what it did was it surveyed residents across the 27 members of the EU. Okay? You see? All right? And pretty much the poll suggested that they want to go from its own way and pretty much, take away all of the power, okay, that the U.S. has, man. All right, this is where right now we're in that phase of that 1 hour with the beast, that they're sharing that power 1 hour with the beast, man. Okay, it says, Bertelsmann Stiftung, a German-based foundation, polled both Americans and citizens of 27 EU member states. While some concerns overlap, the survey results suggest that the bloc has become more independent-minded following the re-election of Donald Trump. Okay? So this man has been put in office for a certain reason, man, and now people now are wanting to become more independent-minded, man. Okay? Why? It's because they're seeing that here the people are pretty much are fighting back against tyranny, man. Okay? They see how it's going. Okay? They see how this place was going. Okay? But they're seeing now to be more independent-minded, man. Okay? It says, the poll suggests that 63% of EU citizens wish the bloc would go on its own way compared to just 25% in 2017. Okay? That's pretty much the point that I wanted to grab right there. You see? Okay? Now you're having the people are pretty much over there in the EU nations that are pretty much are having a different mindset of how they want their country to go. Okay? Because people didn't never believe that this man will be put back into office, man. Okay? Okay, it's almost unprecedented. It happened one time where a president was in office, okay, and he came out of office and then he came back into office. I think it was from Grover Cleveland, so one of the presidents that we had from the 1800s, I believe. Okay, and that's basically knowledge that I had going back to grade school. You see? All right? But this is one of the ways where we're seeing, okay, how the EU, okay, all right, is pretty much going to break from the US, man. Okay, we're going to start to see that division going, man. Okay, because a lot of these people are pretty much catching hell in the countries of where they dwell in, man. Okay? Energy prices are going through the roof. Okay, they pretty much are forced to not be dependent on Russian natural gas. You see, okay, and pretty much that the supply from Russia would be exactly what they would need, man. All right, to be able to ease of the misery that they're going through, man. Okay, it's going to be a cold winter, man, for these nations, man. Okay, and that Eastern bloc and that EU bloc, man. You see, all right. From there, let's go to Revelation 17. Okay, right, the doom of Babylon. Okay, and pretty much we're gonna start at verse. The whole chapter's bad. We're gonna just grab a little bit out of here. We're gonna start at verse 11. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth, and is of the seven, and goeth into perdition. And we're seeing now, pretty much now, Babylon, pretty much, man. Right now, man, they're going into perdition, man. Okay, you see, all right. And the 10 horns, which thou sawest, are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. And that's pretty much right now in the time that we're in now, where they are all pretty much on one accord at the time being for now. You see, okay. Right now, pretty much NATO troops are pretty much going into Ukraine now, okay, and they pretty much are going to try to carve up. The intention is to carve up Ukraine into certain regions, and have the French control one area, the German another area, the English another area. You see? Okay, these are plans that are coming down the pipeline, man. When you go into the news, that's not mainstream. You see? Okay? All right? But it says, these have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. And that's pretty much what they're doing right now. And this is why you're seeing now that how the Lord said, man, okay, through the dream that Daniel had, okay, that the 10 toes, okay, all right, which was mixed with iron and murky clay, partly weak and partly strong. Okay, but we're seeing now the crack, okay, within that foundation, man. You see, you're seeing now that pretty much these nations pretty much are polling to want to break away from it, man. Okay, you see, and pretty much, man, you're seeing the higher ups too, man. We're gonna get into some more articles, man. Okay, you see, but right now they're pretty much on the same accord, more or less. All right, and they pretty much are being led by, okay, that whore. Okay, all right. They're leading, the beast is being led by that whore, man, which is Babylon, man. Okay, right? It says, these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and the King of kings, and they that are with him are called the chosen and faithful. You see? Okay, so they pretty much are going to come up against us, man. Okay, all right, they're striving against the Lord right now, man. You see? All right, let's get to the point. Let's go to 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Okay, and just like we're seeing now how this can possibly be played out, man. Okay, you see? All right, these European nations, man, they're pretty much are being interrupted. All right, their lifestyles are being changed, man. Okay, Lord war is actually at their back door. You see, and it's being led by that whore, man. Okay, and meanwhile, this whore's over here, pretty much with two oceans between them, man. Okay, all right. Everybody here is pretty much here in Babylon, man. Is in Disney World, man. Okay, and all you gotta do is continue to distract the people with this bread and circus, man. Okay, and especially at this time now. Okay, but this is when you're gonna start to see it. This time of the year, you gotta watch this damn devil, man, because this is the time of the year, man, where he's doing a lot of things under the table that people are not really paying attention to, man, because people are so caught up in these so-called festivities, man, and these holidays, man. Okay, and the big great rush for people to run into these stores and buy things that they can't afford, man. You see, all right, already in debt and still bringing on more debt, man. You see, okay, all right. But those 10 horns, okay, those 10 major common markets, the NATO and the EU, all right, they pretty much, man, are going to pretty much hate the whore, man. Okay, we're starting to see the resentment brewing. Okay, all right, let's get another article real quick. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go here. German opposition to demand EU exit. Right? The Alternative for German Party also reported wants to ditch the euro and return to trading with Russia. You see? Okay? So now this is an opposition party, okay? That's pretty much and they pretty much are being inspired by what they're doing here, But it says here, Alternative for Germany, right? AFD is an acronym. The third largest opposition party in the country's national parliament intends to make the country take the country out of the EU if it wins the upcoming election. Several media outlets reported on Friday, citing the party's newly drafted election manifesto. Okay, so we're seeing now, man. This party that's pretty much that is going to run. Okay, and pretty much, hey, the people are gonna speak. You see? Okay, all right. Let's read one more one more paragraph real quick. It says, all right, the AFD, presently polling in second place behind the center right CDU ahead of next year's elections, has confirmed that the document is ready and but has not released it to the public. The party also wants Germany to ditch the euro and to return to a stable national currency. Media outlets including Die Zest and Der Spiegel have claimed. Okay? You see? It says, we believe Germany's exit from the European Union and the establishment of the new European community are necessary. The 85-page long manifesto reportedly says. Okay? So we're seeing now, okay, people are pretty much now are having, different thoughts now, man. Okay? All right? Here's another one. Okay, this is coming from the former German Chancellor Merkel. Okay, suggests and suspect a motive for destruction of the pipeline, noting not so quiet part out loud. Okay, and everybody knows that pretty much here Babylon has been the partaker in destroying that pipeline, man. Okay. All right. This pipeline was the pipeline. The Nord Stream pipeline was the pipeline that was supposed to supply the EU nations by way of Russia, man. Okay. So now what happened was miraculously the pipeline was destroyed. Okay. All right. By a weapon of mass destruction. Okay. Let's just leave it at that. And pretty much now these EU nations are buying their national gas from the US at a much higher price, man. Okay. What kind of friend is that? What kind of ally is that, man? Okay, to sell it for an even higher price, man. Okay? And pretty much it says, Angela Merkel just dropped a smoking gun into the pages of her new book, according to Freedom Memoirs. Okay? Published November 26. Berlin was fully aware that Washington wanted to kill off Nord Stream, and that it was just using Russia as a scapegoat to steal a massive new energy market for itself. Okay, because that those European nations, man, is a huge market for natural gas, and who to benefit from that is Washington, man. Okay, so pretty much that this is the ex former chancellor, the leader of Germany. Okay. And she was in leader of Germany up until recently, man. Okay? But she pretty much said the quiet power out loud, man. Okay? Now you're seeing people are pretty much now in the season now of speaking their mind, man. Okay? And calling this place out, man. You see? Okay? All right? You see? It says, let's get another one. And we're seeing now that this place, man, you're seeing we're starting to see governments starting to be unstable, man. Okay, there's a article, all right. To cut down time, instead of looking for it, I'll just tell you about it. If I find it at the end of production, I'll put the link in the description. But you're having another one of the republics of Russia having a so-called organic, quote unquote, uprising, so to speak, man. Okay, which is pretty much EU. They're pretty much EU influenced, so to speak. Okay, all right, in Georgia, Russia, man. Okay, you see, all right. Let's spam another one real quick. Hey, you see the title here, right? They're saying that American Zionist plot behind jihadist Syria offensive is coming from Iran. And we're seeing now uprising going on in Syria, man. Okay? With jihadists, man. Okay? And we always know that when you talk about these terror groups, man, we always know that Washington got a hand in it, man. Okay? All right? It's not a secret anymore, man. Okay? Everybody pretty much is on the same page of knowing who's pretty much behind the curtain, so to speak. You know, everybody's calling out the unseen hand. Okay? It says a former U.S. official has said that terrorist groups rampaging through the country is an asset of Washington, man. Okay? This is CIA right here, man. Okay? You see? All right? It says the U.S. and Israel are responsible for the resurgence of Salafist terrorism in Syria. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Abaghouti has claimed, adding that Tehran will support the efforts by the government in Damascus aimed to halt the ongoing jihad offensive, man. Okay? So this man is pretty much stepping on the gas, this outgoing administration, man. Okay? So now when DJ Trump gets into office, man, he's going to have this big burden on his lap, man. He's going to have a full-scale war on his lap, man, once he gets into office, man. Okay? On January 20th, man. Okay? So a lot can happen between now and then, man. You know? You see? All right? All right? But this place, man, okay? All right? It's going to be hated of that beast, man. It's going to burn her and make her desolate with fire, man. You know? And it says, for the Most High have put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. Okay? All right? So they're already in one accord, but we're seeing the cracks in the foundation. And once the Lord pretty much is going to put the spirit upon them, man, to turn on this place, man. Okay? All right? This man is pretty much on a path to burning bridges with his own allies, man. You see? Okay? And it says, and the woman which thou sawest, which is that great city, right? Babylon, right? AKA America, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. You see? Okay? And pretty much, man, all the other nations, okay, the EU nations are taking their marching orders chiefly from Washington, man. Okay? All right? They're just part of the so-called, it's like a gang, so to speak. Okay? And, Washington is pretty much, the leader of that gang. Everybody else is just so-called the lackeys, so to speak. To put it bluntly. You see? Okay? And it's the Lord, man. The Lord said, man, just like Pharaoh, that he has raised thee up, man, that he might show his power in thee, man. Okay? Right? Right? From there, let's go to Jeremiah 51, right? Verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Okay, the Lord had put the spirit upon these nations to reverence this place Babylon, man. All right, for a very long time, and they have taken on the philosophies, man, of this place, man. Okay, you see, all right, and now the way that things are going is pretty much leaving a bad taste in their mouth, man. Okay, and now they're starting to speak up about it, man, and they're starting to call out and point fingers, man. Okay, everybody is waking up to this place, man. Okay, you see, right? Jump around a little bit though, right? We'll go down to verse 12, right? Jeremiah 51 and 12. Set up a standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. For Yahweh have both devised and done which he hath spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. Okay? You see? All right? So, hey, people don't have a clue what's coming to this place, man. Okay? And meanwhile, we got people just playing games with this truth, man. Okay, you know, these men that are out here of the circumcision, you know, playing around with true unbelievers, man. Okay, all right, and they're pretty much are negating, or they pretty much are coming off from their detail, man, of what they were commanded to do, man. Okay, you see, all right, be out there heavy on the highways and hedges, man. Okay, not being in no studio, in a controlled, in a temperature controlled room, you know, with some cheap office desk furniture, and sitting across from the damn devil, man. Okay, trying to do a debate. Okay, this is what it's been watered down to, man. Okay, a damn unbeliever that's trying to pretty much demonize you, to a demon that's pretty much going to you know, try to put a monkey wrench, attempt to put a monkey wrench in his truth, and try to put it into any bad light, and twist the narrative any way that he wants to twist it, man. Okay, you see, dancing with the devil, man. Okay, when you get bit by that serpent, man, don't, hey, listen, who's gonna pity you, man? You see, okay, it says, "O that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thy end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness." Okay, so the measure, you gluttonous ass people here, man. Okay, you know, all right, place is a glutton in place, man. Okay, when you think of the typical American, is a pot belly, 7-Eleven big gulp carrying a slob. Okay, all right, with a damn double chin. Okay, you see, that's your typical Babylonian, man. Okay, you see, okay, a gluttonous place, man. Right? Yahweh of hosts have sworn by himself, saying, "Surely I will fill thee with men, as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up and shout against thee." Right? And have made the earth of his and may have made the earth by his power, and he have established the world by his wisdom, and have stretched out the heaven by his understanding. You see? Okay? Right? And pretty much, man, hey, the Lord, man, is pretty much is put a stop to this man's reign, man. Okay, we at the end of this thing, man. Okay, and there's nothing that he can do about it, man. Okay, surely nothing, man. You know, all right. From there, let's go to Isaiah. I mean, Jeremiah, Salakia, Jeremiah, chapter 50. Last precept, verse 9. "For lo, I will cause and come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as mighty expert men, none shall return in vain." And it's pursuant to Joel, pretty much the book of Joel. Okay, where those the second chapter, where these missiles are pretty much going to be through the will of the Lord. Okay, none shall break their rank. Okay, all right. Okay, and the Lord said here that the arrows shall be shot. Okay, all right, as a mighty expert man, precision guided, so to speak. Okay, all right. Okay, so there's nothing that can be able to stop it. There's no weapon that they can form that's going to be able to stop the indignation of the Lord, man. Okay, this ultimately is the day of the Lord, man. Okay, when you talk about these ICBMs being shot off, okay, all right, we also know that's also that going to be the same day, all right, of our redemption, man. Okay, you see, right? And it says, "In Chaldea shall be a spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied," say Yahweh. Okay, so these nations, man, are going to be satisfied, man. Okay, all right, because they feel like they rid themselves of the cancer of the earth, man. Okay, the common denominator, okay, of the misery in the earth, man. Okay, it all leads back to one person, man. Okay, to one nation, so to speak, man. Okay? All right? I misspoke when I said person, but it's leading us back to one nation, so to speak, man. Okay? Right? It says, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of my heritage. Okay? And that's on that alone, that's the bone to pick. Lord got a bone to pick with you, man. You destroyers of the Lord's heritage, man. Okay? All right? Look at the Lord's heritage, man. Look at the state that they're in, man. Okay? All right? You jakes out there, man. Okay? A people before a place, man. Okay? Destroyed. Okay? All right? You see? Because ye have grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellow as bulls, and got mightily rich off the backs of us, man. Okay? All right? We was the backbone of this place that made this nation great, man. Just like we made Egypt great. We made this nation great, man. Okay? All right? But you don't get any accounts for your labors. Okay? You see? It says, your mother shall be sore confounded. That's pretty much talking about England, man. England is going to be sore confounded, man. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Okay? All right? Because of how perverse this place has gotten and how reckless in the fashion of this place it has partaked to pretty much make so much noise in the earth, man. Okay? All right? Being that fugitive and vagabond, man. Okay? A damn goddamn busybody in the earth, man. All right? Right? Every time this man sets foot somewhere, man, death follows, man. Okay? You see? It says, behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness and a dry land in a desert. Okay? Let's talk about here Babylon, man. Right? Because of the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited. Pursuant to Isaiah the 13th chapter, man. Okay? All right? It tells you what's going to be dwelling here after the aftermath. You see? Okay? But it shall be wholly desolate. Every one that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Pursuant to Revelation the 18th chapter, man. Okay? You see? All right? This place is going to be made an example. Okay? To the earth, man. Okay? It's almost like how you take and somebody that has been wreaking havoc amongst the people, okay? You could even when you take a situation in the workplace, man. Okay? Where somebody is pretty much causing discord amongst the employees, and if you're actually somebody of of management, okay, what you're going to do is you're going to call all of the people, okay, into into the room, and you're going to pretty much chastise the person that's been sowing the discord in front of all of the employees, man. Okay? You see? So that the other employees know that this man is not going to be able to do anything, okay, that he's not supposed to be doing, so to speak. Okay? He's not going to be able to sow discord amongst the employees. Okay? So now it's not you're going to take him by himself and do it. No, you're going to have it to where all the employees see that, and you see him being reprimanded in front of the employees, man. Okay? All right? Same thing with the Lord. The Lord's going to pretty much reprimand, okay, this place, man, with destruction, man. Okay? You see? It says that all the nations are going to be astonished and hiss at all her plagues, man. Okay? People are going to be wailing, Okay, this place has made, from its gluttony, appetite, and decadence, has made the earth pretty much, other nations have made them rich, man. Okay? It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, all ye that got this capability to pretty much intercontinental ballistics, man. Okay? They're gonna be shot from one end of the earth to the other, man. Okay? All right? That's what the Lord is calling upon, man. Okay? To put themselves in array against this place, man. Shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she has sinned against Yahweh. Okay? You can't get around that right there. Okay, this is something that these dumb Christians want to speak about them not being they're gonna be delivered before that. Let's see how that pans out for you. Okay, you keep on trying to not recognize the elephant in the room. Okay, all right, and you want to compartmentalize indoctrination from reality. Okay, you see that's what they're doing. Okay, you see, it says, shout against her round about, she and have given her hand. Her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of Yahweh. Take vengeance upon her, for she have what she have done, do unto her. Okay, all right, and the Lord talks about double, man. Okay, all right, the Lord is bringing forth a righteous judgment, man. Okay, all right, and this is why this man is pretty much crashing out right now, man. Okay, that's basically what he's doing right now. Okay, and he's gonna ramp this thing up throughout this whole festivity season, so to speak. Okay, from here on into January, man. Okay, we're gonna see a lot of things going on across the pond, man. Okay, that's gonna pretty much be far beyond the point of no return, man. Okay, but we know that this is the Lord's will. We know that the Lord is a man of war, and we know that war has to happen, man, for our salvation to pretty much take place, man. All right. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rukakwadash, Shalom.